Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Ivan Blasquez here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the paleo diet. Really been excited about making this video. I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible. But I'm also going to make it entertainment because I'm going to have some slides and so forth afterwards. I looked at the paleo diet. It's basically nothing more than a meat-based diet that has fruits and vegetables, nuts, and it excludes grains, legumes, and dairy. Now there are different versions of this diet, but for the most part it's a meat-based diet. In my opinion, it's just nothing more than a way to push protein. It's another high-protein diet that's been just kind of fixed up to look like it's something new and totally different when it really isn't. It's pretty simple, folks. There's 3 macronutrients, okay? When the macronutrient protein is higher, it's a high-protein diet. This is what this is, okay? People have been duped and deceived, and let me explain why. Paleolithic era is one era in time. The average lifespan in that era was 25 to 35 years of age. So you're telling me we're going to suggest a diet where people will only live in 25 to 35 years of age? That's pretty terrible. Secondly, the positive studies on paleo diets compared bad to worse. One of them was a cereal-based diet, cereal grain-based diet. Another one was a standard American diet. And the other ones actually compared American Heart Association, American Diabetes Association diets, which did include processed grains as well as dairy. So there you have it. And as far as another aspect is performance, there's one study that found in a Paleolithic diet, particularly, and actually it was a CrossFit group, while their performance improved, they actually found that the cholesterol worsened. And so that study definitely raised some eyebrows, and there needs to be more research on this. There needs to be research comparing a paleo diet to a heart-healthy, nutrient-dense diet, a diet that's highly plant-based. Then you would find that the paleo diet would probably pale in comparison. And also the diabetes debacle. Animal proteins have actually long been known to stimulate insulin. They actually are quite insulinogenic, and it has to do with their high protein content, particularly the branched chain amino acids. Branched chain amino acids are healthy, but in excess, like anything, it could have unhealthy effects.
Much of the low-carb and paleo reasoning revolves around insulin. To quote one random blogger, carbohydrates increase insulin, the root of all evil when it comes to dieting and health. So the reasoning goes, because carbs increase insulin, we should stick mostly to meat, which is fat and protein, no carbs, so no increase in insulin, right? Wrong. We've known for half a century that if you give someone just a steak, no carbs, no sugar, no starch, their insulin goes up. Carbs make your insulin go up, but so does protein. In 1997, an insulin index of foods was published, ranking 38 foods on which stimulates insulin levels the most. What do you think causes a larger insulin spike? A large apple and all its sugar, a cup of oatmeal packed with carbs, a cup and a half of white flour pasta, a big bunless burger, no carbs at all, or half a salmon fillet? What do you think? The answer is the meat. Now, they only looked at beef and fish, but subsequent data showed that there's no significant difference between the insulin spike from beef versus chicken or pork. They're all just as high. Thus, protein and fat-rich foods may induce substantial insulin secretion. In fact, meat protein causes as much insulin release as pure sugar. So, based on their own framework, if they really believe insulin is the root of all evil, then low-carbers and paleo folks would be eating big bowls of white spaghetti day in, day out before they'd ever touch meat. Yes, having hyperinsulinemia, too high levels of insulin in the blood, like type 2 diabetics have, is not a good thing. It may increase cancer by like 10%. But if low-carb and paleo people stuck to their own theory, if it's all about insulin, then they would be telling everyone to eat vegetarian. Vegetarians have significantly lower insulin levels, even at the same weight.
So, and then there's the whole, obviously, high meat consumption and the association with a lot of health issues. So that said, the paleo diet is a joke. And I will let you look at this video right after I'm finished talking so you can see the proof. But I will tell you that I've researched this issue strongly, and I really don't want to spend any more time on it. But definitely avoid the paleo diet. It's nothing more than a way to get people to eat more meat, even though, in fact, I would even argue that some of the health benefits that they found in some of those studies were because of the fruits and vegetables, not the meat. The fruit, it's about balance. You know how it's like if you eat something bad and you eat something good later, it kind of balances itself out. It's never one thing. It's always how all things work together. That said, do away with meat or have less meat if you're not willing to be a vegan. In fact, it's been shown that diets that have low meat consumption have better health effects than those with high meat consumption. It's that simple. The paleo diet pushes and promotes high meat consumption. Enough said. It's not a good diet. It's a silly diet. Don't be duped by it. Follow the actual health experts in the field who are looking out for your best interest. Looking out for you. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time.